Scare Me by K.R Alexander, Chapter 20. I'm so amped up on adrenaline for tomorrow that it takes forever to fall asleep. I don't even have the ability to feel afraid over what happened earlier. I've chalked up all the strange occurrences to electrical malfunctions or exhaustion-induced hallucinations. There's no such thing as ghosts or haunted mannequins or possessed dresses. Everything is explainable. Everything terrifying has a logical cause. I can't let my imagination get in the way of us winning this competition. And tonight, I have to ensure that I know precisely what I will say tomorrow. I have to know the story of the ghost bride inside and out. So, after finishing my homework, I spend my night rehearsing, rereading the articles from before, trying to memorize the tragic tale of the drowned bride and her creepy parents. Maybe it's that, or maybe it's my own creativity, but as the night grows heavier, I start to feel the same eyes on the back of my neck as before. I'm being watched. I can even hear her breathing. Not going to work, I tell myself aloud. I refuse to be scared by my own imagination. The sensation fades a little. I read through the articles a few more times, and I start to understand what my friends were saying. I feel sorry for the ghost bride. She lost her fiancé, and her family wouldn't even let her rest in peace. They kept her memory alive for eternity by creating the mannequin. Maybe Tanisha was right. Maybe we should just let her be. There's still time to find another mannequin and another dress. Then I think of Patricia's prank. No, it has to be the real one. It has to be the true scare. What does it matter anyways, I whisper. She's dead. She doesn't care. It's my imagination. I know it. Somewhere in the shadows of my room, I hear her whisper. But I do. I really, really need to get more sleep. I flip off my computer and close my eyes, mentally walking through our cemetery installations and going over my lines. As sleep creeps closer and my dreams take over, I don't even realize when I've stopped imagining and have fully started dreaming. Or maybe I am awake. It's hard to say. All I know is that as I imagine walking through the haunted graveyard, I'm no longer in a basement. The concrete beneath my feet begins to squish. Cold mud seeps between my toes, and a biting wind cuts through the willows, their long branches scratching together like skeletal fingers. I want to stop, but once more my feet drive me forward, over the hills and soggy glens. Under the snapping branches of the willows, a full moon hangs heavy above me, just above the horizon, and thick clouds skirt against it in agitation, as if not even the clouds want to be out here. In the far-off corner of memory, I worry that I'm being led back to the gazebo, back to the weeping bride and her cavernous maw, but my feet don't drag me down that dirt path. No, I'm led as if on a string through the soggiest bits of the swamp, marsh weeds brushing against my hips with every step. Slithery things slink wetly around my ankles. I bite back a gasp as one hisses past me, fearing the sting of serpent teeth. Still, I keep going through the infested mire. Murky water squelches up past my ankles. A new panic races through me. What if I'm being led to the water to drown? What if I walk straight into the center of and keep going down into the deepest depths of the swamp, where the forgotten bodies of wanderers past float restlessly? My path doesn't lead me into the bubbling swamp, however, but we pass it. I skirt the edges and soon the land rises again. Straight up I go, up a hill covered in nothing but grass, no trees, no tombstones. Not even wisps of fog dare to tread there. For some reason, the empty hill scares me more than even the snakes I walked through to get here, because inside the hill, vibrating up through my heels, I feel a heartbeat, slow and ominous and deep. Thud, thud, thud. thud, thud. I pant as I reach the top of the hill. My work isn't done yet. I drop to my knees and dig my fingers into the soft soil, mud caking my nails. I don't want to dig. I don't want to unearth the heart that beats louder with every handful of dirt. I don't have a choice. Soon I'm covered in dirt and grass and sweat, and even though through the night is cold as winter, my muscles burn and my chest is hot. Faster and faster I dig, and faster the heart races. Thud, 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 thud. My fingers scratch against wood, a casket, rotten, moldy wood. I clear away more dirt, and between one handful of dirt and the next, the coffin lid is clear. I don't know who lies inside. I know who lies inside. I press my palm to the cold wood, and it gives like cheese under my fingers, a hole large enough to see through. When I see inside the casket, my lungs finally let out a scream, when the body within my body, me, opens his eyes, both the heartbeat in the hill and the one in my chest stop.